We are live.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 6 of When Toons Combine. I'm as you can see on the screen, I'm Dutchy,
Money E.
also known as Doug and Eric. Well, we just like cool nicknames we want on the screen. So all right, When Toons Combine, where I take two cartoons, write a little bit of a collaboration, a crossover, and we and basically I read out the pitch how I think it should go, and then we just see what happens. Eric tells me if he likes it or not. Now usually it's cartoons he's never watched, so he's just like, yeah, it's fine with me, whatever.
I think I watched Inspector Gadget a little bit, but not M.A.S.K, obviously, because I didn't know which M.A.S.K we were doing.
Oh yeah, funny story about this. So he does a thumbnail because we're live on, for anybody watching us on YouTube or StreamYard right now. Hi. We, because we're on the YouTube channel, we can create a thumbnail and all that. So he created the thumbnail and he set it as the Jim Carrey, the M.A.S.K animated series, which is based off the Jim Carrey movie. Now that's not how I typed it and sent it to him, but that's what he sent me. And he goes, does this look good? I said, yeah, it'd look even better if it was the right one.
And so, I said, good thing I asked you first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that you asked. And then the fact that when you then asked me if the right one that we eventually typed in was the right one, I said, yeah. He goes, oh, I saw that, but I didn't think it was right. And I'm like, dude.
My brain said, oh, the M.A.S.K. That's it first.
Yeah. Well, that's the difference. Is that's the M.A.S.K. I typed it in as M.A.S.K. and I did the periods because it's not like actual M.A.S.K. It stands for Mobile Army Special Command.
Okay.
But
my brain just
right. Well, it does many funny. Many funny things. It's not so funny to other people, but to some people, they're just freaking hilarious. All right. So the collaboration here, if you can't read the top of your screen, is M.A.S.K, which is mobile armored special command, and Inspector Gadget. This is episode number 6 of When Toons Combine. And this one, to me, Inspector Gadget, a lot of people remember that finally had a couple, Disney made a couple movies out of it. And then M.A.S.K was a very popular cartoon back in the, they're both 80s cartoons. You can put it on top of or you put it there. I don't care. Yeah. But this computer is 2 minutes ahead of my phone.
Mine too.
Oh, good. So it's not just mine. So they're both 80s cartoons and they're both very highly popular. Neither one of them are really on like a streaming play, except for like maybe like a Tubi or a Pluto. Maybe
I was watching it on YouTube earlier.
Yeah, YouTube is where they're because they're two of the very few successful cartoons that are that Saturday morning cartoon YouTube channels still put in their lineups that they're allowed to put in their lineups. Obviously, you can't put anything from Disney or Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, even though people still do that sometimes.
They find a way.
Yeah, they find a way because they're able to kind of strap a like a thing that says, oh, we don't own the copyright or whatever. So as long as they acknowledge they don't own the copyright, like it's fine. But like YouTube, because even like still YouTube to this day is still kind of blocking out some shows. But it's funny because Inspector Gadget was on one of the was on the main cartoon channel that I watch. It was on there this morning. It actually opened up the block.
Oh wow.
So I turned it on. I woke up at like 10 after 7. I wasn't even actually awake yet. Awake enough to be awake. And I just turned it on. It just started off because I'm like, I gotta watch. I technically have to talk about Inspector Gadget later. So, all right.
I better get up.
Yeah, well, I didn't, but all right. So, M.A.S.K. and Inspector Gadget. Here is how the collaboration would go. Miles Mayhem and Vanessa Warfield of Venom set up a meeting with Dr. Claw, agreeing to kidnap Inspector Gadget and use him as a weapon. Dr. Claw answers with, I want Inspector Gadget destroyed. My impressions are horrible. All right.
Better than mine.
Yeah.
Better than mine.
Yeah. I did notice we actually do have to talk in the microphone a little louder because like last night, I mean, luckily I have a big enough mouth to where I don't need a microphone as bad, but you're soft spoken a little bit, so like I do have to hold the microphone in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys could hear me better last night?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they can hear you now. I'm just saying, is that like, because I noticed it, because like whenever the microphone wasn't in front of me, like I said, I have a big mouth, so I could kind of understand it, but it's just better, like, since the microphone's plugged in to talk direct.
I got one for myself that can hook up to my shirt.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. All right. So Chief Frank Quimby, Inspector Gadget's boss, warns Inspector Gadget. He's like, "You could, Gadget, you could be in danger." And Gadget responds by, accidentally setting Quimby's leg on fire. Gadget's niece Penny tries to says, "Uncle Gadget, I think we need to go home if you're in danger." And he goes, "Nonsense, Penny. I have a job to do," which he's not even on a case. Sly Rax and Cliff Dagger and Bruno Shepard of Venom follow Inspector Gadget in their cars. Penny realizes her and her uncle are being followed, but Inspector Gadget is ignoring her. Uncle Gadget, we have to, we're being followed. Nonsense, Penny. We're fine. No, you're not. All right. As they get closer, Gadget tries to speed up, but is cut off by Vanessa Warfield, who joins her comrades. As they are closing in, Alex Sector and Bruce Sato of M.A.S.K. intervene and come to Gadget's rescue. Gloria Baker, also of M.A.S.K., then appears and takes Penny and her dog Brain with her. Dusty Hayes comes from out of nowhere and throws grenades at the Venom vehicles. Wrecker, Blaster, and Mad Dog then drive away in a hurry. Because, you have to drive away in a hurry when you're getting grenades thrown at you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything about that, but I mean, I've never had a grenade thrown at me. Have you?
No.
Well, good. All right.
I hope we never do.
Huh?
I hope we never do.
Yeah, me too. It depends on who we run at or who we run into in the street. Back at M.A.S.K. headquarters, Matt Tracker, the leader of M.A.S.K., introduces himself to Gadget and company. He explains to Gadget, he's like, he goes, Inspector Gadget, I believe Miles Mayhem of Venom is planning on kidnapping you. He wants to use you as a weapon. But Inspector Gadget says, he goes, "Oh, don't worry there, Mr. Tracker. I believe I can handle it." And then Penny informs him that Penny's like, "Uncle Gadget, you can handle it." And then Gloria Baker shows Gadget blueprints that she stole of what Mayhem and Dr. Claw plan on doing to him. Gadget finally listens. He goes, "Okay, Mr. Tracker, what's the plan?" And then he also goes, go, Gadget can opener, because he wants to open up a can of soup because he's hungry. Tracker asks him if he has any tools, and Gadget says, "Yeah, I'm a human toolbox." Tracker tells his son Scott and his robot T-Bop to stay with Penny and Brain. Tracker and his team, along with Gadget, come up with a plan. Tracker has Gadget and Buddy Clutch Hawks go to an alley. Clutch is disguised as Chief Quinby. Wrecker and Mad Dog show up and try to take Gadget again, but Gadget hits them both with wrenches. Go, Gadget, wrench. Whacks him in the head with it. Birdman and the Lizard, also a Venom, show up and neutralize Clutch. Powder Keg and Baker come to the rescue, and then Gadget uses his long arms and throws them both into a dumpster. Go, Gadget arms. Chopper then picks Gadget up in a chopper. He's their helicopter pilot, or their chopper pilot. Mayhem then blows up the chopper, but Gadget and Chopper escape with Megabyte. Back at Venom headquarters, Mayhem and Dr. Claw chastise Wrecker and Mad Dog for getting outsmarted by Gadget. Dr. Claw goes, What is wrong with your men, Mayhem? Gadget is not that smart." So then Venom's just like, "Don't worry, we'll get him." So they come up with another plan to try and trick Inspector Gadget. Lizard snatches Penny and Scott off the street, and Warfield takes them to Venom headquarters. T-Bop and Brain get Megabyte and Tracker to tell them what happened. Or T-Bop and Brain find Megabyte and Tracker and tell them, what happened. It's like, Penny and Scott got kidnapped. Or Brain just goes, because Brain's a dog. Stryker and Megabyte are able to track down Penny and Scott's whereabouts. Stryker and Megabyte are able to find Penny and Scott, but Wrecker, Blaster, and Lizard attack Megabyte and Stryker. Gadget then turns his go Gadget chainsaw. Turns his hands into a chainsaw and attacks Venom. Baker is able to free Scott and Penny, but Dr. Claw and Mayhem capture Inspector Gadget.
Wow.
I've got you, Gadget. So it's taking a turn.
Yep.
Good commentary. Tracker and crew try to devise a plan to rescue Gadget at a warehouse. Mayhem and Goon are trying to reprogram Gadget to turn him into that weapon. Goon hacks into Gadget's computer and wires him differently. Clutch, Powder Keg, Stryker, and Chopper find Gadget's whereabouts and try to free him. Gadget, however, reprogrammed, attacks M.A.S.K. Gadget uses his crane hands, go Gadget crane, to launch Clutch out of a window. Gadget goes to chainsaw Powder Keg, but Tracker shows up and jams up the chainsaw. M.A.S.K. is able to escape and take Clutch to a hospital.
Ooh.
It's getting deep.
Yes, it is.
So I don't know if it's actually going to be if this will actually pass as a kids program now or not, but it'll get turned into a movie somehow. All right, back at M.A.S.K. headquarters, Penny is crying to Scott about it. Oh, my Uncle Gadget, he's a bad guy now. He's never been a bad guy. Megabyte devises a plan with Baker and Tracker to reprogram the Inspector.
I hope they rescue him.
I'm getting to that.
Yep.
Megabyte Magic, Tracker, and Baker and Chopper of M.A.S.K. get on the same page, and Scott and Penny are going to try to take Gadget. Venom and Dr. Claw are having Gadget rob a jewelry store. Scott and Penny show up, and Penny tries to talk to her uncle. Uncle Gadget, you got to stop this. This is not right. Birdman and Lizard go to grab Penny and Scott, but Brain attacks them. Megabyte grabs Gadget and reprograms his computer. Gadget then turns on Warfield and Venom. Wrecker goes to attack Gadget, but Gadget throws him through a window. Go, go, Gadget arms. He then uses his chopper, takes Mad Dog, go, go, Gadget chopper, takes Mad Dog to the roof of the jewelry store and throws him off. Mayhem and Dr. Claw are able to escape.
Damn.
Back at M.A.S.K. headquarters, Gadget and Penny thank Tracker and his team for all of their help. Brain and T-Bob are playing chess. I can't believe I'm losing chess to a dog. Gadget accidentally uses his long arms to rip off Chopper's shirt. Everybody laughs. And that's how we end that.
Good ending. Got
rescued. Thwarted the plans. There probably could be room to do like a little more with that. You could add like odds and ends. But, I mean, what'd you think?
I think it was pretty cool. I don't know if it would be an entire series, but maybe a few episodes.
Yeah, or even just like like I said, just like the one crossover, or just like a special.
Yeah,
like do like an hour-long special on it or whatever. And like I said, you just have to add some stuff.
Turn it into a movie.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like, I think that's how a lot of these cartoon crossovers that we have done are probably going to end up turning out. It's like, oh, we could turn them into a movie.
Yeah.
I
think there was one or two that could be a series that we did, but
which ones do you remember?
Let's see. What did we do? We did Rugrats and
Kim Possible.
No.
No, that was
that
was the one we did. You boob.
No, I know. I meant that wouldn't be a series in my mind. Maybe more of a movie.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. What was the other one we did with Karen?
We did Alf and Doug.
As much as I don't like Alf, that could be an interesting series.
That could definitely be a series, or it could get turned into a movie. I would personally be fine with either or. Just because I know how much you hate Alf. So
with this one, I would do probably a movie. This one I would do a movie.
Yeah. This particular one?
Yeah, Inspector Gadget and M.A.S.K.
Okay. I mean, I would probably say like SpongeBob and South Park. I would probably that could probably get turned into probably get turned into a movie. Family Guy and Johnny Bravo could somehow be a series.
Yeah, that's the one. That's probably the top.
Yeah, and then even Hey Arnold and Rocket Power, could get that could probably be a movie just because of how like they're similar. They're visiting.
I would say those are my top two. That would be more of a series than a movie.
Which ones?
Rocket Power and Hey Arnold and Family Guy and Bravo.
Yeah. Well, Hey Arnold and Rocket Power would be an okay series, like if they like all live near each other.
That was my favorite one, by the way.
Yeah. Aw. That was our first video we did.
Hey Arnold and last week.
Yeah. So but like,
by the way, check that out.
Yeah. That was
everything.
Yeah, that's on the Wrestling Through the Years channel because that was our first video.
Yeah.
This one is on the Toons Combine channel.
You had to wait until it was approved.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, comment,
and hit the notification bell.
Yeah. Now, are we allowed? Were we allowed to go live? Because we didn't have a lot of subscribers on the channel.
Yeah, because we're on StreamYard.
Oh, so that's the loophole.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's why a lot of people do StreamYard. There's a loophole.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, it's fine with me.
Yeah. Hopefully YouTube does. They
Uh,
probably know about it. 'cause they,
yeah. They're like, who cares? If they get views, they get views. I mean, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. Next week's episode is going to be the Smurfs and the Adventures of the Gummy Bears. We might have to do. What time do you work next week? Do you know?
I think 10 to 4:30, but I'll check.
All right, because we might actually have to go on early to do that episode because I wrote that in yellow pen.
Oh.
And if it's dark out, I can't read it. If it's dark out and I have to have the light on, I can't read yellow pen.
Fair enough. I don't even know how you would write in yellow pen.
Well, pens all write the same. It's just being able to, like, so when I worked on it, I could only write stuff during the day.
Okay.
Like in my car. Like if I brought it here and I turn the light on, I can't see a friggin' thing. So like we might have to do the show like either as soon as you get home or I mean, well, even because like I have to turn
this time,
because I have to turn the light on in the house, we might not be like it still might be a little bit of a struggle, but yeah, because
I go to episode 8 if you wanted to, and then do 7 later.
Yeah, I mean we could, but I'd rather go in order.
Yeah.
I technically still have to keep writing episode. Like I'm getting way far behind. Like we just did episode. This is 6, and I'm still like trying to figure out how to write episode 11.
Remember, there was 2 weeks that we didn't do episode, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
And I got really lazy, and I just like stopped writing for a little bit because we were also doing the stuff for the wrestling show.
Yeah, that's right.
So
and we're trying to switch over.
Yeah, so like I just got real lazy and writing stuff.
Fair enough.
I was gonna do a little bit of writing today, but then I got late. I still might do it. Like if you and Daniel start playing video games or whatever, I might take the opportunity to try to write something. But see what's funny about M.A.S.K and Inspector Gadget, is kind of the similar. Like you can kind of write Inspector Gadget because like write Inspector Gadget into M.A.S.K because Venom, like they were always trying to steal like something to use as a weapon.
Yeah.
And since Inspector Gadget, it can technically be used as a weapon. That's what they did.
True.
Yeah. So that's why I felt like this was kind of like a perfect fit. But yeah, so
it was a good script. I liked it.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, these episodes might start to get a little longer. Like episode 10, that's going to come up in a few weeks, which is the Jetsons and the Simpsons, along with the M.A.S.K the animated series and He-Man, because they make appearances in there. That's going to be really long. Episode 11, which I'm writing right now, is going to have 5 different shows in it.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be really long, which is why it is taking me so long to write it, because I'm actually writing it differently because I'm making sure I write out the dialogue.
Hopefully we can get more people for those shows that are more interesting. I mean, more
You're hurting my feelings.
Sorry. I mean, more the cartoons that more people know.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Actually, Eric, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I have feelings. I'm about 75% cookie, and the rest is semen. Apologize to all the kids watching this program.
Make sure I won't put it for kids.
Yeah. Well, this is the only bad part. Well, these aren't even. I mean, these are kind of kids' cartoons, but like, I think more adults might actually, because again, these are 80s cartoons, so more kids are going to be interested, I think, or more like adults that were kids at the time that this aired are going to be interested.
Yeah, I misspoke. I meant more famous, more popular.
Yeah,
cartoons.
Yeah, that's and yeah. So like next week, it's going to be Smurfs and Adventures of the Gummy Bears. Then after that,
episode 8.
Episode 8. That's going to be. Thank you, because I don't remember. Episode 8 is actually going to be.
That's not next week.
Yeah, this is next week's. Can't you see the yellow? I can't even read half of it right now. Episode 8 is going to be Scooby-Doo and Codename Kids Next Door, which that's going to be. We might be able to get my brother on for that. Episode, huh?
Maybe get Karen on.
Would she be able to do video?
I don't know. I have to ask her.
Yeah, I would lead with that before trying to get her.
She knows we're on YouTube.
Yeah. In a few weeks, episode 9 is going to be Ed, and Eddie and the Powerpuff Girls, which I know is one my brother really wants to be a part of, because that was actually his idea.
Yeah, we definitely have to get him on.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna. Oh no,
we might do that one downstairs maybe
if I come over.
Yeah. Well, if you're over or not, I mean, you don't have to come over. I mean, it's convenient that you're here for every episode, but I mean, you don't necessarily have to be.
Yeah.
So, but all right. I think that does it for this one. We've rambled on enough.
Make sure to listen to us on Wrestling Through the Years. Later on, we're going to do watch along live reaction for Cody and Solo.
Yeah, that's going to be coming up sometime later on this evening. That'll be on the Wrestling Through the Years YouTube channel. Make sure you check out tomorrow. I mean, it's probably not going to be live, but the Stabcast with Dangle and Mindy, that's also going to be on the Stabcast YouTube channel. So make sure you check that out. That's usually Sundays. Again, I don't know if it's going to be live or not. They're still trying to discuss that.
Subscribe to all our channels on Everything Unscripted Podcast Network.
I mean, that's pretty much what I'm getting them to do. That's why I am promoting that other show.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. But yeah, so this show, when Toons Combine, has its own channel. Wrestling Through the Years has its own channel. The Stabcast has its own channel. We're gonna have. I
have a channel for the sports called Unscripted Sports.
Oh, you did that already?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you like that name.
I mean, since you're putting me on the spot,
I keep forgetting we're live.
Yeah. I mean, it works for me. Now, are you going to need a new co-host, or does your co-host know that he's going to be on video?
I texted him early. I messaged him earlier, and he asked it in the text group last night.
Yeah, but he's also a boob.
Sorry, Cliff, if you listen to this.
I'm not. You are a boob. I mean, we love you, but yes, you are a boob. I hope that's the short YouTube picks for this. Or StreamYard, or whoever picks the short. I'm hoping that me calling that man a boob, love him to death. He was actually the first friend I made out here. The first friend that I made out here that I wanted. You were shortly after.
Oh, thank you.
It was actually Clint that actually introduced us.
Yeah, funny enough.
Yeah. But yeah,
the rest is history. And the rest is history.
Yeah, and we all end up doing a show together. But
if it's a short, I'm gonna send it to Clint in the group chat.
Oh yeah, get him fired up. I mean, I'm okay with that.
As long as you're okay with that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I'm not gonna send it without your permission. Maybe we should just end it now.
I was just gonna say, can it get any lower from here? If anybody is watching, answer in the chat and ask us if it can get any.
Watching us.
Yeah, well,
I don't think your brother's even watching us.
I mean, well, last night there was a few people watching, but they never came up on the thing. But you could see them like in the chat.
Oh, okay. Sharon.
I think once we get like more like famous cartoons.
Yeah.
Like Smurfs, we might have a few people. Like if I promote the heck out of it, Jetsons and Simpsons, we should have a crowd.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can post this in the cartoon group. I don't know.
You have to, like I said, you have to get permission.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just be like, hey, we have a podcast.
They said yes to the podcast, but I don't know about a YouTube
I mean,
channel.
they post videos all the time.
Oh.
Just be, well, I mean, again, you just have to double check because like they don't really like promotion that much. But if we have a video of us talking about a show, you can even post it in like the
Salamonster?
well, I'm not in Salamonster anymore. I got out of there because the fans were driving me nuts. But like, we can post it, and like you can post it like if you're in pop culture groups, you can ask them. It's like, hey, can I do this?
Yeah. We'll find that. We'll find groups. Post it in.
Yeah, just to kind of get a crowd, because we're coming up on some ones that are going to be of popular cartoons that are going to, I think people are going to want to listen to.
Exactly.
So next week is Smurfs and Adventures of the Gummy Bears, which I'm pretty sure my mom is a huge fan of the Smurfs, so we might be able to
get her on. No.
Oh no, I am not going to go that far.
I was joking.
Thank God. I've been nice to you all day. Do you really want that to change now?
Sorry, Doug.
Yeah. But and then there's other spin-offs that I have written. Like I already have them planned out that I'm going to do them. I just have to write them out, including there will be. I think I got Goof Troop planned for a spin-off with Tailspin. So we're going to get into some of the more major Disney cartoons coming up. But
have you ever thought about doing sitcom ones? I know we're doing cartoons.
I mean, that would have to be a whole different show. But I mean, it could be.
We could still promote it on this.
Yeah, I mean, that would be. I mean, there's more I want to do with the cartoons first before we even think about doing like something else, and that would actually take a lot more time to write.
Yeah. There's something to think about. Yeah. I was just thinking that was just in my head right now, so I just wanted to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuff doesn't last that long there. That should be the short. The fact that you almost spit orange juice on me. I mean, it would have been funny, but I also would have just been like, son of a. Anyway, all right.
You might have punched me on live.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Nah. Because we are going to have friends that watch this. Because I think I am going to post we'll post the video in our group chat that we have with our people,
and we'll generate the AI for short YouTube shorts.
Yeah, we mean AI as in like the computer AI, not the AI that's hanging out in Big Brother right now.
Yeah.
Not that witch. All right, we got anything else?
Nope.
All right, I'm Doug.
I'm Biggie. Oh, Biggie, yeah.
Yeah. So that would technically make me Dutchy.
Money E, I mean.
Yeah. Well, you know who we are. Our names are written on the screen. All right. We'll catch everybody next week. We'll see everybody later tonight on the Unscripted or the Wrestling Through the Years YouTube channel for the live stream of Cody's WWE title defense. Yep. Dangle and Mindy, I'll see everybody.
Hopefully it's not his last.
You want to say that again just in case?
Hopefully it's not his last. I hope they don't give it to Solo.
I hope not. That would be the worst thing they could possibly do. But
it wouldn't surprise me.
Definitely not, especially if Roman's not coming back tonight. But that's another story.
Because I could see Solo winning and Roman coming out.
Yeah. But and then of course Daniel and Mindy, you'll see everybody tomorrow for Stabcast. Again, might not be live, but they're gonna post it like as soon as they're done, I think. And then we'll see everybody Friday night for Wrestling Through the Years, the podcast, and then next Saturday for this show.
Don't forget, if you prefer audio, you can subscribe to Everything Unscripted Network, and then for the wrestling, there's a wrestling one too, Wrestling Through the Years.
That's all on Spotify, right?
Yep. So did two different ones. If you just want everything all together, you can do Everything Unscripted Podcast Network. And if you just want into wrestling, it's Wrestling Through the Years.
All right, very good. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, unless they're nasty comments, and then we don't want to hear them. And we'll see everybody next week.
Yep.
Later.
Later.